500 career points, and she will begin the game on the bench for the first time as a Deke. To get more answers on why, we'll happily share them. We are confused, but we are underway. A couple of programs whose athletic departments are looking for a win after their men's basketball team suffered tough losses yesterday. And one of these teams is going to go 2-0 this week in the ACC. Some of y'all missed the three, but an offensive rebound, keep it alive.
And that's what Wake's got to be able to do, Evan, is they've got to be able to get the second shots and follow and put them in, especially now with Spear not starting. Who else is going to step up? That's a good look for Olivia Summiel, not able to make it, but you got a second chance opportunity. You got to score off those.
Inquired with the program before the game. Any breaking news? Was told no.
Maybe they didn't want you to know.
Well, I'm just sharing what I do know.
Yeah.
Because that's the job.
But what we do know is they've got to play. And we'll find out, and it's okay. And now Wake Forest has got to, realize the 5 people on the floor have got to produce. And, you know, when Jewel either whatever, I'm not trying to get anything out there, then she plays or she doesn't. And Wake's got to play. So next play, as we always talk about in the game, next play, let's go.
At the very bottom of your screen a moment ago, you could see Jewel to the top of her head on the bike. She's riding the exercise bike down to the other end of the floor. Meanwhile, Wake Forest trying to break the ice. There's Jewel coming off 34 points against the Louisville Cardinals, and one of the great wins in recent program history. I mean, totally any era.
To win that game, considering you were behind, considering what Louisville, the success they've had over Wake Forest over the last few years, especially since you and I have been together, this was a great win for the program, and you build on this.
Wake Forest missing free throws and field goals on their opening opportunity. As you look at the Miami starting 5, Jazz Roberts, her 7th consecutive start for Katie Meyer. 18th year head coach Haley Cavender banks in the 3.
We've already talked so much over the season about Cavender. I know she's one of your favorite players. Knocked down her 42nd three-point basket, but you've got to come out and cover, make her put the ball on the floor.
It's her 241st career three-pointer. Few years at Fresno State. She and her sister coming to Miami, and they've both been difference makers, although coming off low-scoring games for each of them on Thursday night. Haley only had 10, below her average, and Hannah didn't score coming off the bench. Shot clock winding down. Kaya Harrison missed the 3. And a defensive rebound for Lola Pendande. 21-point win for Miami on Thursday over Boston College, including a 31-point third quarter, their highest scoring quarter of the entire season. Harrison gets screened. Cavender all the way to the rim, rolls off, and Summiel pulls down the rebound.
A couple good defensive stops earlier for Wake Forest. That time doubled her up, made her put the ball on the floor, missed the layup. But Wake's got to be able to rebound those plays and continue to move down the floor.
Wake Forest leading scorer continues to ride the exercise bike as the Deeks turn it over again. 4-on-2. Haley Cavender gives it up, and Destiny Harden picks up where she left off on Thursday
night. Just talked about transition baskets that time, the secondary break, and you push it down, and Harden comes on the wing and has got a wide-open jump shot. Good start from Canes.
Reaching foul goes on Jalea Williams.
And again, one of the things that so hard to stop in the last game was transition baskets, and it's continuing right now. Helen takes the ball down the floor, gets stopped, finds Harden on the wing, and she knocks down the shot. Wake's got to stop the ball and come back and contest.
Alex Scruggs getting the start in place of Spear today. Looking to create some Jewel-esque offense, and Alexandria Scruggs gets the Deeks on the board.
Solid player, getting better by game. Nice decision, put it on the floor, drive, use the left hand and score.
Floated to the corner. Destiny Harden was ultra aggressive against BC, and she's got a quick 4. Less than 4 minutes in this afternoon.
23, 22, 23 against Boston College the other night. And she can score so many different ways to transfer from West Virginia. This gets off to a nice start. Could be a hard handle for Wake.
She earned, and I mean earned, 16 free throw attempts on Thursday night.
That's a bad one. That's what you like.
Hines around the double team, missed the shot. Spear, by the way, no longer on the exercise bike, now sitting on the bench. Let's see if Jewel gets called to the scorer's table. Over 4 minutes in. Jasmine Roberts. And the rebound for Olivia Summiel.
Wake's got to find a way to get some easy baskets, get the ball in the paint area, especially while Jewel is on the bench or not in the game.
I like the idea to go inside to Liv, but unable to make the clean catch.
Yeah, and a moment ago, Hines had a nice little post-up that wasn't able to finish.
Well, good news, here comes Spear for the first time in her career off the bench, coming off 34 points on Thursday night in the win over Louisville. Shea Dwyer into the game from Miami. No understatement to say she changed the nature of the game on Thursday against BC with her defensive pressure on Taina Mayer. Great turnovers and just pressuring the Eagles into mistakes. Rosaria Spearman. Yes, she did.
Nice post defense that time by Summiel, and Spearman was trying to make her move, kind of bumped her, got her off stride, didn't allow her to make her turn inside.
Light full court pressure. Harrison runs her defender into a screen, sets up Spear. Around and out. Good head to the ball screen by Summiel. Cavender running the baseline, still 12 to shoot. Real good defensive connected possession by the Demon Deacons. And Hines finishes it with the defensive board.
Great observation. I like that. I've been away from it for a long time, and you come up with defensive connectivity and stuff. Go ahead, Evan. I like that, but you're exactly right. Good defensive possession.
Summiel hits Hines inside for 2.
Good inside basket off the rub screen, catch, turn, score.
I don't know if you noticed, Stan, the past couple weeks, Olivia Summiel hasn't scored much, but become one of the better playmakers on this team.
Well, she's one of the top assist players on this team, and she does a lot of those little things, as we've talked about on many occasions, that don't always show up in the scorebook, but help you win ball games.
Travel called on Miami. It's the Canes' second turnover. Interesting first 7 minutes, to say the least.
Next on Behind the Scenes.
Just over 6 minutes gone in the first, and Miami leads by 3. The Canes could get to 7-1 for the month of January with a win today. You see some of the ACC numbers. They score the ball, they share the ball, they take the ball. This is a complete team that's really talented.
Yeah, they really are. And so getting a win over them today would really not only elevate Wake Forest conference-wise, but their motivation to play basketball and protect against a team that can defend you, they can steal it, they can block it, and they can score too.
Miami scored 86 on Thursday night against BC. Elise Williams looking for her offense. Bodies tumble on the Spearman block out. Olivia Williams, they make it Lachey Dwyer, clears out the rebound. Oh, Spear with the quick hands. Hannah Cavender hustles to try and get it back, and it's called a kickball. They announced jump ball alternating possession, but I saw the signal for a kick.
Well, let's take a look here at the end of this play. Maybe that's where the kick was. It showed the whistle should have blown. And it's just a tie-up in my mind. But, hey, good defensive effort by Jules Spear.
Is it a kick if you possess the ball with your feet?
That's what I would...
Probably. Yeah, probably. There's another near steal, and it's another tie-up. And, you know, they did call it a kickball.
Yeah.
Because for the second time in about 10 seconds, Jeffrey Griffin, the PA announcer, announced alternating possession goes to Miami. So it's not alternating. If it is an alternating possession, it was a kickball, and now it's a jump ball, and Miami will keep it. And the shot clock currently shows 30. Because they say Elise Williams stole the ball.
Right.
Trying to stay up to pace with everything here.
Well, there's a lot of stuff, and there's calls and there's signals, and sometimes the calls and signals aren't all in sync. How the game is actually resolved. But we got it now.
Carla Erjevets in the game. She's coming off her best game of the season. And was there any contact? No. Dwyer just was faster than her feet, fell down, lost the ball.
But Wake Forest is doing a nice job of just playing in position defense, driving to the sideline, lost handle, and that wasn't that.
I'm saying it was a foul. It was a little contact.
You got to hit harder than that getting out of the car. That's.
I was hoping you didn't see that.
I see it all. Pressure, got to get it everything.
Back to Scruggs. Again, if you joined us late, Jules Spear did not start. Came in about 5.5 minutes into the game. Spear loses into the backcourt, shot clock violation. We were told by a Wake Forest spokesman that Megan Jebbia just wanted to mix up the lineup. Apparently matchup related. And we're told that she would be coming off the bench. Now, I'm trying real hard.
Yeah, you can't let this go. You can't let this go. And as a coach, you try to do things to try to find another edge for your team. So it could have been
your best player off the floor.
Okay. So what? You want to put your worst one in, maybe? I mean, it's okay. I mean,
this isn't Angels in the outfield.
It's not, but it's called sport, and so who knows? And it's okay. She's got to go out and play. And she could have been nicked up. She could have been late. Who knows? She might not be feeling well. It's okay now. We're playing.
Shot clock winding down. Spearman forced to fire. And Dwyer sneaks in for the rebound.
Let's see if Miami makes Wake Forest pay for this.
Lachey Dwyer dove into Destiny hard, and a little friendly fire becomes a travel. This first quarter has the look of a 55-43 game, doesn't it?
I was thinking the same thing. There's just no rhythm right now in the game.
That, of course, being the score when these two teams met 2 weeks ago. On a day in South Florida that was much warmer and nicer than it is here in Winston-Salem today.
The one thing Wake Forest must avoid to repeat that 43 performance is 2 points in the second quarter of the game.
Scruggs can't connect, and 3 Hurricanes there to collaborate for the rebound.
May have been a little too quick in the clock for that shot.
Final minute of the first. Cavender for Harden to Hannah Cavender. Looking for her sister back door, and then Spearman lays it in. That was pretty offense.
Nice job there, being patient on the back cut there. Gets it to Spearman. She recognized it was an excellent triple team. Just a little hesitation, and she can fire up above them.
5-point lead for Miami. About a 7-second difference between the game and shot clock.
Wait to look to attack move. There you go. Get in offensive scoring position. Too much stuff around the perimeter right now.
Finding Spear. Spear is now 0 for 2, but another offensive rebound for Hines. Cleared out by Haley Cavender. 5 seconds. Hannah Cavender. Do it for the first quarter. Canes 4 for 9 with 4 turnovers. Deeks 2 for 11 with 3 turnovers. 5-point game. The Deacons tonight, the 29th all-time meeting between Miami and Wake in women's hoops. Both these teams will be on the road when they retake the floor in the month of February. Almost February, Stan.
This is February as far as basketball goes, because now every game really matters. You're fighting for positioning and whatnot. It's that third season. Preseason, the regular season until this month, and then you play. So, hey, technically speaking, it's still January. Yes, sir.
Hannah Cavender picks up the foul after Elise Williams got the rebound. Wake's 4th offensive rebound. So far, no second chance points. That would change if the Deeks can score right here.
Good.
Inside Scruggs. Beautifully done.
Nice. There was spacing, and you got a paint touch. And again, getting the basketball to Scruggs on the left side block allows her to go to the left and score. Nice call.
Both Cavenders on the floor for Miami, along with Harden, Oldacre, and Aryavec. And it's a 3-second violation called on Harden.
A moment ago, you had spacing. Watch the post up there. She gets her off the block and spins around. That's a really nice play and great footwork on the Scruggs.
Makes me think, why don't they go to her on the block more often? That was nice.
Well, you're exactly right. And one of the reasons you can do that if you get good spacing offensively. That time they did. Also what the matchup's going to be.
Elise Williams has been playing well. Scoring, passing. Poked away momentarily by Williams, but Williams gets it back. Jalea and Elise.
We talked about attacking.
Elise over Jalea. And the rebound for Scruggs. Winning the battle in the interior again.
Again, she gets really nice inside position, and sometimes you forget she's left-handed. However, she used her right hand that time on the right side of the glass. But good job by Scruggs.
That's 6 points already for Alexandria Scruggs.
They had 22 points in the paint in their game against Miami a couple weeks ago.
Air ball from Aryavec. Canes really punished BC on Thursday night in the paint. They had 48 points in the paint. Somehow rejected by Kyla Oldacre. It'll stay Wake Forest basketball as Summiel gets some help to her feet. Saw Olivia's dad before the game. Good to see Summiel.
Oh, yes.
Sitting courtside.
Pick and roll option.
Like most dads would.
That's a good block, though, Summiel. I hate to tell you. Hate to tell you.
Spear finds some daylight. Knocks down the three.
Well, she didn't start, but she's in the game now.
7 straight for Wake Forest to open the second quarter. Mentioned Haley Cavender's 3-point total for her career. Jewel Spears over 200 threes now after what she did to Louisville on Thursday. There's a steal for Spear. 206 threes. That's 3rd most in Wake Forest history.
Isolation. So there's a high ball screen. Let's see if she takes a shot and looks inside.
Hines gives it back to Spear. Drive into the bucket and scores to put the Deacons in front by 4.
You know, one thing about it, we've seen it a couple of games, Evan, where she doesn't start fast, or she takes her time before she starts shooting the ball, and then when she goes, she lights the house. This could be the case tonight.
Great defense by Hines, rejecting Oldacre's effort.
And you've been able to score on the low block. You've been able to get the high ball screen entry. Let's see why we try to get the ball to Jewel this time. There's your cutter.
Olivia Summiel.
Great rhythm in the offense. Gets you a great shot, this time by Summiel.
I'll tell you what, I really like Jewel Spear coming off the bench. Maybe something there. Well, it took Wake Forest a little bit to get going. Perhaps it coincided with Jewel Spear coming off the bench, which she did for the first time in her career, but it's a 12-0 run to begin the second quarter, and Jewel already with more points today than she had 2 weeks ago at the Watsco Center.
Yeah, she really struggled in that game, obviously. So maybe that was the whole design, kind of let them forget about her, and then she comes out knocking down jumpers.
Haley Cavender, that was her sister Hannah, excuse me. Haley's on the bench. They look alike, but thankfully they wear different numbers. Spearman missed it. Pretty physical defense there. Spearman goes tumbling for the loose ball, and it will go to the Deacs.
You know, I just thought about what you said about that, and there's a whole bunch of things I could have said, but I'm going to let it all go. Just say great hustle play, loose ball, and let's see if Wake Forest continues this run. The little trap. Haven't seen that out of Miami. Trying to force the tempo, get a steal.
Hannah Cavender pokes it away from Alex Scruggs. It'll stay Wake ball. Scruggs, Williams, Summiel, Spear, and Nia Becker in the game for the Deacs. Deflected by Jalea Williams, staying with it. Spear, Becker. The pass inside, deflected. 6 to shoot.
You see Wake Forest continuing trying to attack. Starting your offense up high, working cuts, and then trying to get inside the paint area. See when you get off this inbound set.
Into Becker. Someone needs to shoot it. It'll be Scruggs. Rebound for Carla Erjevets. Grad student from Croatia. Gives it up. Harden takes the three. She made one on Thursday, but she's been struggling. Wake wanted a foul in the rebound action. Here comes Elise Williams, and that is a foul going on Miami's Jalea Williams for running over Olivia Summiel who set the screen.
You know, one thing that I like about this Wake team so far in this game, after we got some of the roughness off, is that they're being as physical with Miami as Miami was with them in the first game.
That's a great point.
Thank you. I really did miss you. I really did miss you this season.
Jalea Williams onto the bench with 2 fouls, so there's no more multi-Williams action out there.
But the question is, man, can you continue to play physical, aggressive, smart basketball, not pick up cheap fouls, not be forced into unnecessary turnovers?
Nia Becker finds a little daylight, missed a shot. Hurricanes still have not scored here in the second quarter. Last basket came on the Spearman layup, 45 seconds remaining in the first. Haley Cavender back in. Rosaria Spearman has not made a 3 yet as a Hurricane. He's now 0 for 4 and a tie-up, and the arrow again belongs to Katie Meyer's team. Katie played college ball at Duke. She was a freshman of the year in the ACC way back in 1986. Scored over 1,700 points as a player at Duke. And then it's just been a really consistent winner at Miami. You can pretty much pencil the Canes in for somewhere around 20, 24 wins on the average year. Spearman to Harden for 2.
Nice job there. Spearman recognized Harden's on the weak side. To take the baseline cut away. Spearman's got the jumper. And again, Harden playing really nice ball within 15 feet.
Snapped a scoreless drought of about 6 minutes and 15 seconds. Dwyer poked it away from Elise Williams, but Elise recovered and then missed the runner. Harden outlets. Hannah Cavender. Oh, dishing to Harden in the lane, and she'll bank it in. Timeout, Wake Forest.
Good timeout by Wake Forest there. Secondary break. The second time we've seen Harden just kind of come down late. Being able to get a nice looking score. You see the momentum kind of swinging when Wake Forest is not handling the ball, handling the pressure, and Miami has an opportunity to run.
Destiny Harden grew up in Chicago. 24 years old, started her college career at West Virginia, as just said, and Katie Meyer just can't say enough good things about Des and what she has meant to this program, her selflessness, her attitude, her energy. She's got 8 points, 4 of 5 shooting after scoring 23 on Thursday night against BC.
Yeah, and you know what else I really like about her? She's solid in so many ways. 25 offensive rebounds. She's got over 40 steals and 40 assists. I mean, she gives you the total player, and we've seen her being able to score quickly off transition and also follow shots.
Summiel kicks it. Williams. Oh, Spear. Look what she found. Unable to finish, though, and the Hurricanes dueling for the rebound. Harden takes it away from Spearman.
Quicker tempo allows Miami to get the ball down the floor, which eventually gets a basket.
Haley Cavender with her second field goal. She's got 5 points. And Wake Forest's 7-point lead has been whittled to 1. Foul going on Harden there. Other thing about Destiny, without question, she hit one of the greatest shots in the history of the ACC Women's Basketball Tournament this past March in Greensboro.
Yeah. All-tournament performer, not able to have enough at the end to knock off NC State, but again, just a solid player. You win basketball games. You're talking about the wins that Katie Meyer's had. You win more of those games with a player like Destiny Harden.
I know you were in and out watching the women's tournament last year. Were you in the Coliseum when Des hit that shot against Louisville? No, you missed it.
I was out.
I was sitting on the baseline. It was incredible.
Yeah.
It was. I was not at the end of the floor where she hit it, but she kind of hit the shot and then did the thing where you sprint to the locker room.
Right.
She ran right by me. It was thrilling.
You didn't stop her and ask her why she didn't start the game or anything like that? You just let her go.
I let her go.
I'm just saying.
She would have run me over.
See, yes, she would have. Yeah, that was a big-time shot. Now, I was not sitting on the floor. That's all you wanted to know. You wanted everybody to know you were courtside for that shot. That's all.
I was genuinely curious if you were there. Because I know I saw you there for a bunch of games.
You talk to me every day.
But I also know you're a busy guy. There's the free throws coming up here. Jazz Roberts, sophomore from Jacksonville.
As are you, and as have the Miami Hurricanes been the last few moments of this ball game on this little mini run. And now they're able to go inside, something they weren't able to have success doing earlier, and they're scoring some baskets. You make these free throws, you're able to set pressure up. Wake Forest has got to be able to handle this run.
Roberts starting her 7th straight game today. You see the numbers as a starter. She's really picked it up. And look, that's why she's starting now. She's playing better, coming into her own. Last year, she played just about 8 minutes per game, scored right around 2 points per game, but not a key member of the rotation. Now she's coming into her own.
Yeah, you just got to develop. Only a sophomore, but very athletic, and as you saw in the graphic moment, just numbers are getting better and better every game. Here's your pressure.
These coaches use a timeout in the first half. They'd like to presumably get into the second half with 3 timeouts left. Thought popped in my mind when we saw the backcourt trap. Thinking Jebbia glad her team could get it across without much issue. But the shot clock's down to 7 here.
Wake Forest got him there. We go.
In and out for Spear. Good rebound for Roberts. Here comes Hannah Cavender. And she was fouled. On Alyssa Andrews, her first. The second foul called against Wake Forest in the game. We just have the third foul, not even a second later. Yep. Well, Hines had the other one, and that's 2 on Demira. So 1 foul in the first 17 minutes and 35 seconds. And the next second, there were 2 fouls. In case you were keeping track.
Get you 1 step closer to the bonus.
Into Cavender. And Haley getting 2 off the blob.
Man, count them going to sleep on the inbound situation. Kevin kind of started left, went back to her right. That was the easy inbound situation. The momentum and the tempo of this game has quickly changed.
Quarter began with a 12-0 Wake Forest run. Miami has answered with a 10-0 spurt of their own.
Remember how Wake Forest was looking inside and had the driving lanes and the passing lanes, and now everything is going back to what happened earlier, around the perimeter. They've got to be strong with the ball and look to attack Miami.
Shea Dwyer just picked up her first foul. That's the 4th Hurricane team foul in the quarter. For the final foul to give before halftime for Katie Meyer's club. Katie can still get down in the stance over there too. She is intense, very, and likable. Summiel knocks down the 3 against the Meyer in dismay.
Someday soon, people are going to figure out the left wing 3-arc area is her spot.
Summiel's got 6 points in the half. She had only scored 3 points in Wake's last 2 ball games combined. Jazz Roberts can't answer, and they got Cavender over the back. Number 1 on Haley.
Nice box out by Harris and gets Cavender over the top. Watch Summiel a minute ago, just steps back. Token pressure, but you've got to put a little bit more on it in there. And she just steps up and knocks down the 3 ball.
Stan, she ended the day shooting 36% from beyond the arc this season, and yet she hadn't taken a lot of threes lately.
Yeah, and we were talking about this a few weeks ago, maybe right at Christmas or right after, that she didn't go to the free throw line a lot, which really surprises me. Much as physical as she is, as much as she has the basketball in her hand, but one of the 3rd leading 3-point shooter on this Wake Forest team, and you like to see her shoot that shot on the left side or the right with a lot of confidence.
Deep in the bonus.
Wake.
Yep, 5 in a row. Answer Miami's 10-0. Final minute here in the first half. Low scoring. A tight ball game. Haley defended pretty well. Nice feed inside. Pendande will get to the line for Miami's 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the half.
Look at that again. Pendande does a nice job getting herself open. Let's see here. Take a look. 21, there's the block, there's the screen right there. Comes off that, that's no foul to me. But then I like a little contact. I think every shot should be contested.
Pendande made 2/3 of her free throws this year. Lefty from Almeria, Spain.
But one thing that's consistent is that you will protect an airborne shooter, or in this case, a post shooter fighting through the play. So, good call nevertheless. Boom.
Lola makes them both. We are tied for the 3rd time. 3 ties, 3 lead changes. Miami's largest lead was 5. Wake's largest lead was 7.
See how Wake plays this. Possession error goes their way should there be a change before half.
Summiel's feeling it. Pendande, the rebound, shot clock is off.
See if Miami plays this for the last one.
Cavender sisters out there with Dwyer, Spearman, and Roberts.
Good movement.
7 seconds for Dwyer. To the block. Pendande traveled. And Wake will have 3.1.
Pendande brought the ball down, didn't protect it on that baseline side. Good job of moving your feet by Summiel. Caused her to travel, so you got time to get a good shot.
Harrison with momentum from half court. Wedged it in there. No good. 21 all. Miami and Wake Forest in another grinder of an ACC women's.
The all-new Pro Bowl games live from Las Vegas.
We're here. There were, thousands of fans here, but this is a lively and energized atmosphere on Pride Day here in Winston-Salem. Deacons begin the second half with the basketball. Jewel Spear starts the third, unlike the first. Spear able to keep her pivot foot somehow, some way. Summiel a little too hot on the feed for Demira Hine.
Normally you say we talk in TV land about the first 4 minutes of a half or of a quarter. I think the first 2 minutes are going to be very important for Wake Forest and for Miami. Can't wait for 4 minutes. Establish some tempo now. Play some defense. First possession turnover.
Roberts steps into a 12-footer. Splashed it in to give Miami the lead.
Jasmine Roberts off the bounce, gets in the paint. Easy basket for her.
Double dribble called on Elise Williams. Ashley Gloss making the call. And Williams is like, who, me? Jevia looks less than pleased.
Like how you turn into phrases today. I'd say not happy. Man, you said less than pleased.
Try to keep you on your toes.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Minute gone here in the third quarter. Destiny Harden got that call at home on Thursday. Not getting it today on the road.
Yeah, nice pivot move. Was off balance as he shot. Thought she could draw the foul. Wake Forest should have grabbed the basketball as opposed to waiting and thinking that it may have been a short shot by her. Again, save your possessions. Get the ball.
Roberts has the pass stolen. That was a lazy, lofting pass.
You're talking about David Summiel, Olivia's dad, was a football player. She learned that as a wide receiver. She played a lot of football in the backyard, she said, with her older brothers. A good receiver catch.
Summiel knocks down her third three of the day.
Where was she at?
On the wing.
Yeah.
Pendande runs over Summiel, didn't get a whistle either way. And it's Lola Pendande's first field goal, along with her first half free throw. She's got 4 points.
Surprised we haven't called her name a little more offensively. She's got a great ability to score and power plays.
Last Sunday, she scored 21 at NC State, and she was quiet, foul trouble early against BC on Thursday. Hines to Spear. Spear trying to dribble away through the double. Somehow bowls the pass to Hines. Great ball movement for Williams.
Might not have been how you drew it on the board, but it worked nevertheless. Moved the basketball from one side to the other. Alertly finds Williams stepping into a knockdown three.
First points of the day for Elise Williams. She's shooting better than 40% from three in her recent games. 9 of her last 21. Short on the jumper.
Remember what we said when Wake Forest had a lot of success early in the ball game scoring. There was good spacing, getting the ball inside the black and then moving it from one side to the other. We've got to continue to do that.
Already had a few lead changes in the first 3 minutes of this third quarter. Spear hits Summiel. In and out.
Good look.
Roberts, outlet, Williams, here she comes. Jalea is quick. In and out for her. Wake Forest ball.
Let's go inside the play for a second. Watch this. Not how you drew it up on the floor, but you get there, double up, reverse, man, never pass. Bam! Knocked down, three-point basket. And let's look at something. Let's keep something in the minds. A few moments ago, you had a possession, and Hines had the ball at the top of the key. She may be the pressure release offensively, and they're not guarding her there. If she doesn't feel comfortable taking that 18-foot jumper, what she's got to do is improve her passing angle or her screen angle by going inside after she gets the ball. Let's see how they guard her. She may be the person that's going to be open to have to double up with Jewel Spear.
Spear in the
And see, she made a great decision because she was wide open a long way from the basket, but she viewed the floor, saw who was there, and found Spear, and that's always a good decision.
Spears got 8 in the first game of her career coming off the bench rather than starting. Williams passed to the corner, stolen away by Kaya Harrison. Williams in the corner, passed up the 3, looking for 2. Hines on the glass.
Great job by Harrison to push the pace. Ball goes up, missed, get the second chance opportunity. You know I love follow shots. You get another basket. Good job by Hines.
8 straight for Wake Forest. Been nearly 3 minutes since Miami scored, and the drought will continue. Harden turns it over, looking to find Williams in front of the baseline.
Hard to make that pass there. Weak side defenders should be there. They were.
Spear gets a screen. Dribbles around the hedge, and the foul called. Spearman fouling Spear.
Evan, pressure release, find the open shooter. Who is it going to be? It's nobody but Jewel. Bam, knocked down three-pointer. Get back inside. Then Elise Williams drives inside. Hesitation, misses, but the follow shot by Hines. She passes, she receives, she defends, she scores. I like what you're doing right there, Ms. Hines.
She doesn't get that many assists, but she's had some really nice passes this season.
And it looks like she may be that person that's going to be able to get the count.
And 1. Elise Williams doing a little shimmy. Wake Forest on a 10-0 run midway through the third.
The all-new Pro.
Done that tonight is Olivia Summiel. She loves that left wing. Catch and shoot. This time puts a little hesitation, gets the defender off to clear the right side and score. Again, Williams recognizes she's coming off the side, able to catch the ball and knock down a 3. Olivia Summiel, we forget about her scoring because she's so active defensively. 3 for 5 from the 3 line. That's nice for Olivia from Connecticut.
Trying to complete the 3-point play. Williams does just that. And what was a tie game at halftime is now a 10-point Wake Forest lead.
They've taken away the early offense from Miami. They're contesting shots. They're not allowing them to have free drives. It's a foul, but it was contested. Came over just a little late.
Number 3, Antonira Hines. And here comes Alexandria Scruggs to get her.
She gave you a lot of good possessions defensively as well as on the offensive side. They made some good decisions passing the basketball in this little run that Wake Forest has right now. We'll see how long she stays on the bench.
Birthday week continues for Lozaria Spearman. She turned 19 on Wednesday and beat Boston College on Thursday, and trying to make it a perfect birthday week. 2 for 2 at the line for the freshman from Tequila, Georgia. Really good young player. Excited to see what Spearman turns into.
There's your trap. And let's see what the matchups are going to be. And again, we talked about Hines being that pressure release. Who will be the pressure release in the offense for Wake Forest? And that person being the one they're going to leave open if they double team Spear. That's nice.
Beautiful ball movement, sets up Scruggs inside.
Well, it was probably the worst person he could be on that situation, that being Summiel, because she's a great passer and can score there. Nice little back cut there and get you a basket.
Spearman answers for Miami.
Yeah. You're exactly right, Evan. Great upside for her as a young player. Moves without the basketball. Nice soft hands. Can finish around the glass.
And she's just big. She's listed at 6'4", but her wingspan, I mean, look at her arms. Yeah. They almost go down to her knees.
Yeah.
All right, enough gawking at Lozaria Spearman.
Well, it's true. She's got long arms.
Yeah.
And you like that, long arms, and she can run.
All right, Miami down 8. Under 4 to play here in the third.
If you're Miami, you just got to settle in, find some shooters, and get the ball moving. If they double team Spear, that's nice. Beautiful ball movement, sets up Scruggs inside. Well, it was probably the worst person he could be on that situation, that being Summiel, because she's a great passer and can score there. Nice little back cut there and get you a basket.
All right, Miami down 8. Under 4 to play here in the third.
Maybe go back inside to Spearman.
Dwyer running baseline for a chance for three.
And this is bad defense by Wake Forest. You can't allow anybody to go on the baseline from that distance. Watch where she starts in. Help side defender is a little late, that being Scruggs, and she reaches at the top and picks up the foul, and maybe back-to-back three-point play possibilities for the Miami Hurricanes.
Dwyer coming off double-figure scoring game against BC. Missed the free throw. Scruggs giving Megan Gebbia some good minutes today.
She certainly has. Remember, she started the game.
Elise Williams feeling it. Elise has 9 points, all of them here in the third quarter. And that's the difference in the game. Haley Cavender. Nope. Rebound, last touch by Wake Forest.
Evan, you know, we've talked for so much early in the season, mid-season, even now, about who the other scorers were going to be for this Wake Forest basketball team. What other players can be comfortable in stepping up? Sometimes it's been Elise Williams. She averages 10 points a game to help Jewel out. Well, today you're getting other players making some big-time shots, but more importantly, they have the confidence to take the shot. And you love to see that. That just gives Jewel even more comfort in her game.
Strong take inside again. Dwyer with another bucket.
Last couple of baskets for Miami have been inside the paint.
Williams and Summiel with 9 apiece. Scruggs and Spear with 8 apiece, to your point. Balanced scoring. Aside from that quartet, Namira Hines has 4. Those are the only other points for the Deeks. Spear getting a touch inside, and we'll get a trip to the free throw line where she made her money against Louisville.
And if you're going to be a team that doesn't score in these standards of 70, 75, 80 points, if you're going to be Wake Forest averages 60 points a ball game, then it helps you if you've got some people that can make a contribution and don't depend on those 60 points being all scored, half of them or more, by one player.
Jewel was 14 of 16 at the line on Thursday against Louisville. These are her first attempts of this particular afternoon. Missed both. Do not see that very often.
Two things we haven't seen most recently. Too missed free throws, but your thing.
Not my thing, it's just the thing.
Not anymore.
Wake didn't start its best player, and I'm confused. But so far, the Deeks are proving that their decisions are working out, as they got a 7-point lead with 2:24 left in the third.
But it's said best player on the court now.
Yeah.
All right, then next play.
And it obviously is far more important who finishes the game than who starts it. Red Auerbach taught me that.
Finally, you caught on. I could have told you that if you listened to me. Ball movement.
Williams trying to take advantage of the mismatch on Dwyer, and does.
That's a great call, Evan. That's exactly right. When you have spacing, you can use your bigger players. In this case, Elise Williams from the wing and cut inside. She had the mismatch, took her time, got a basket.
Haley swings it. Roberts. 8 to shoot for Hannah. She hasn't scored yet today. Spearman missed it. And Williams emerges out of there with a loose ball. Summiel and Scruggs, almost like they were tied together.
She was trying to help her up. She was trying to pull her up and say, come on, and they threw the ball.
Oh, Kaya Harrison bursting to the bucket. Cannot convert.
Started to jump about a second further than she needed to, a foot further.
Haley swatted the foul. Is it Harrison or Summiel? It's 2-0 instead of 2. It's Olivia's first foul.
Action. There's your drive. Nice job cutting her off. And there's the block. And maybe she got her with the body. Maybe she got her up top.
Haley Cavender crossed over 1,900 points for her career earlier today. Scored 1,639 points before
That's a
getting
good
to
shot.
Miami.
Look, you got both of them. You can see both. That was a great shot there. Would you say the difference was between the two of them?
1 minute.
1 minute
Yeah.
and 14 and 15.
That's pretty much the difference. They're pretty similar.
Yeah.
I mean, 9 points per game, too, but
Yeah.
and they're both good players. And they have created some incredible fortune for themselves with their entrepreneurial spirits. Cool to see. Summiel, open. Ball rebound, Spearman tracks it.
No one fouled the shot for Wake Forest, particularly in case Summiel.
Impressive sequence for Lazaria Spearman, tracking the long rebound, taking it herself, and at 6'4", an in-control drive to get to the free throw line.
And because she did not follow that shot, or anyone else goes after it, Spearman not only gets the rebound, and you talked about the athleticism and the long arms, she had a head of steam going downhill. And Summiel never ever to recover with her, played her parallel, if not behind, and eventually keeps up the foul on the shot block. If she got in front of her and stopped the ball, they may not have called a foul on the block.
2 fouls on Summiel. Gebbia hoping she doesn't pick up a third at the offensive end here as we head to the fourth quarter. Meanwhile, we get a stoppage.
Clock.
Wonder if they'll let the Miami sub check into the game here, because she was at the scorer's table.
Yes, she was.
But this is not a normal in-the-game whistle. Are they going to let Pendande back in the game? I don't think. No, they are.
I think she can because, like you said, she was already at the scorer's table. So the next stoppage of play, she should be allowed to come in.
Stopped because of a timing error, not because of a basketball stoppage. Anyway, interesting point of conversation for post-game. Not that interesting.
You got a lot to talk about, don't you?
Spear, step back three. And defensive rebound, Dwyer. She's got time. Ahead, it's Hannah Cavender. Into the lane, great defense. Harrison knocked it away, and then almost throwing it in from her back. Jazz Roberts, that would have been unbelievable. Wow.
They wouldn't have counted there because she traveled. When she rolled over with possession of the basketball, bam. And then, like you said, I don't think time allowed it either. So, but you're excited for a second, weren't you? That's going to be a horse shot for you to use with kids.
It would have led.
So you were going to use that as a horse shot to win.
Would have led
H-O-R-S-E. That was going to be E. I could see it in your eyes.
Lola Pendande. And Amir Hines just picked up number 4.
Yeah, and that's a tough break for Hines because Pendande made a really quick move, and you may see just a little bit of a hook as she's going to the basket and then not able to recover from that. Hines picks up her 4th foul with 9:46 left to play.
Pleading her case to Brian Burnett.
She's fouled out of 4 games already this season, so get her out now and you'll be able to protect her down the stretch and play.
Lola makes them both, and it's a 4-point game. 6 points, 3 rebounds for Pendande.
Wake's done a nice job in handling the pressure that they're seeing from Miami. You've got to make good ball decisions now, protect the basketball. Trying to work on the weak side. Andrews being guarded by Cavender.
Alexandria Scruggs. Rebound inside. Back up and in for Andrews.
That's the weak side. And the ball was reversed the other time, and they had the shot by Scruggs. No one's able to box out Andrew because of Cavender there. Let's see if they make an adjustment defensively, Miami.
Bucket for Wake Forest there to get 2 from Andrews here in the fourth quarter. Oh, great move off the dribble. Great help defense, but Jazz Roberts stays with it.
Yeah, lost your footing, get a shot there, and a good block by Summiel, but the follow-up gets you a basket.
No Elise Williams on the floor right now for Wake Forest either. Summiel, Harrison, Spears, Scruggs, Andrews. Spear on the drive. Pendande to rejection. Hannah Cavender feeds it. Pendande going to the line.
Okay, this is a great defensive play by Miami. Comes inside, gets the block. It's a clean block, hits the side. But now Spears down. Not sure if she's shaking up or not, but it took her a long time to get back into play. She's talking to the official now and said, I got hit in the side of the head on the block. But Miami took advantage of the 5-on-4 to be able to get inside, and Pendande goes to the free throw line.
Mentioned earlier today, Pendande had made 2/3 of her free throws this year. She was a perfect 6 for 6 today. And Miami as close as they've been in a while. Hurricanes led 9-4 at the end of the first quarter. We were tied at the half. Wake led by 6, heading to the third. And after that miss by Scruggs, Miami has a chance to tie or take the lead.
And Spears out of the ball game, too, has been in possession.
Inside, Pendande absolutely taking over the game.
Nice move inside, similar to what we saw out of Alex Scruggs in the first quarter. Got a drop step with the left side and able to score.
Second straight day. Had a powerful lefty on the block, doing damage for the Deeks. Yesterday with DJ Burns, today Lola Pendande. Here at the Joel Coliseum, Alyssa Andrews back outside for Summiel.
Spear out of the basketball game. Who becomes that primary scorer for Wake Forest?
Harrison, wild shot goes in.
Backspin on it. Look like one of your wedges from about 90.
You're too kind. Deeks back up by 2. Hannah to her sister Haley. Wicks defended Haley really well today. Good help there, knocked away, loose on the floor. Pendande and Summiel tie it up. Wake Forest basketball.
Evan, another brilliant call. I mean, they have done a great job on Haley. Took away the baseline that time, and then when she picked the ball up, covered her, not allowing her to make the pass or even take the shot. She loses it, and Demon Deacons diving after loose balls is a good thing if you're a Wake fan so far in this ball game.
Pendande to the bench, Spearman back in, full court pressure for the Hurricanes. Spear remains on the bench for Wake. Williams is back in. Andrews fakes it, kicks it. Harrison, short. Oh, in there for the rebound. Scruggs stole it away. She didn't have position, but she had the want to, and the foul's on Miami.
Watching them all season, this is about, as I can remember, maybe about the 5th or 6th time this season, it's probably more, where Alex Scruggs, where players had the basketball, and as they're trying to get it out, she's just swiped, just literally taken it right out of her hands. That time it was on the floor, and Scruggs using some strength, low and leverage, gets it, saves the possession. Wake Forest has got the ball with 6:20 and 20 on the clock.
Haley Cavender also just picked up her 3rd foul. Only the first team foul, though, 3:40 into the 4th.
Keep this in mind. Right now, Miami only 1 of 8 from three-point shooting in this ball game.
And the one make was an early banked in 3. It was the first shot of the game.
Yeah.
Their first make of the game. Haley Cavender. Spears back in. Haley Cavender trying to defend with 3 fouls. Spear comes up short. And Jazz Roberts grabs her 5th rebound. Under 6 to play. Katie Meyer trying to direct traffic from the Miami bench.
High screen action jumper, high screen action post up. Finishing post.
Harden handoff. Hannah driving. Hannah Cavender for 2. Tough take for Hannah Cavender to tie the game at 46. Final score is not going to be 55-43, Stan, but another close game between these two teams coming down to the wire. Summiel, there's number 4 from downtown today.
Ties her season high in 3-point baskets made early in the year, knocked down 4 against Missouri. Again, in rhythm, screen action, catches it on the wing, buries a 3.
Deep 3, Haley can't answer. Rebound Williams. "12 points for Summiel, 4 of 7 from beyond the arc."
She carried it, yeah.
Little casual there, but her last shot is the difference in the game. She's the high scorer on the day. Not Jewel Spear, but Olivia Summiel. Deeks by 3 coming down the stretch. We've got 4 minutes, 37 seconds left here at the Joel Coliseum. Wake leading 49-46. Deacons trying to cap certainly the best week of the Jebbia era. And if Wake can close out this win and knock off Louisville and Miami back-to-back in a span of 4 days, it would be one of the great weeks, and I don't say this lightly, in the history of the program.
I do not disagree.
Louisville picked first in the league in the Final Four last year. Not the same team as last year, but still an incredible program. Jeff Walls has built it. Williams comes up with a steal.
Harden trying to look inside, maybe needs to go up and score that time. Good hands by Williams.
This Miami team played in the Sunday final at the ACC tournament last March. Summiel finds herself alone at the rim.
Once she realized she was all alone at the rim, she took her time, elevated and scored, did not rush the play.
14 for Summiel. That's her first 2-pointer of the day. Destiny Harden. Nope. Rebound taken by Spearman. Putback won't go. And Roberts fouled on the 3rd chance for Miami.
Let's see who this is going to be on. Is it going to be on Scruggs or Summiel?
Number 3 on Scruggs. 14 for Summiel. I believe that ties her career high. She had 14 against Miami a year and 2 days ago, last year. Also scored 14 against Virginia.
Season high. Well, here we go.
Roberts at the line, 71% this year, 2 for 2 today.
Miami, what, shoots 90, shoots 71%. 71.7 to be exact at the line, 9th best in the conference.
I appreciate your precision.
Thank you.
2 for 2.
When I'm with you, I know I have to be exact to the second, because anything other than that, you bring it out that I missed it by a fraction.
I call you out.
I know.
Just keeping you on your toes. Here we go, 3.5 to play. Harrison, Summiel, Williams, Scruggs, and Spear. Megan Jebbia calling for motion. 8 to shoot now for Williams. Gets it in the hands of Spear. Working on Roberts. Hand check foul. Not in the bonus. Shot clock back to 20. 3:08 in the game.
I'm wondering, and this is just watching the game, is there a little discomfort in her legs? That was not a burst move with the clock winding going to the baseline. That's a foul.
Went uncalled. Yeah, I think it's a fair observation.
You know, because you would think with the clock winding down and you going to the basket that it's more of an explosion like this play. You know, and I guess LeBron's not the only one that can be mad about a non-call near the end of a ball game.
All right. 16 to shoot. Into Spear. Pull up. Nope. Rebound. Scruggs. One dribble. No foul. Wake ball.
You remember that physicality we were talking about that happened in the first Miami game? Wake Forest has answered back. Well, Wake Forest has got to answer again because Miami's being very aggressive in going after the ball, and you've got to be able to be strong and finish plays. There's nothing wrong with that either.
Williams feeds Summiel inside. Over Harden. Harden might have got a piece of it.
Did.
Destiny coming off a career-high 7 steals on Thursday night. Miami down by 3. Miami down by 1.
Nice job, Pendande. Just kind of rolled to the basket. There was nobody there to bump the roller, and she catches and finishes high. Got to be careful in bounds.
Dwyer gets a hand on it, knocks it out of bounds. 1 second off the shot clock.
And you've got to remember now, Elise Williams, this is a spot throw-in. So she can't roam the basket baseline like she would have had it been a regular basket.
Spear feeling good enough to dribble it across half court herself. Jewell rejects the screen, now uses it. Lost her dribble, and a foul on Pendande. Katie Meyer calling for 3 seconds. Third team foul, only the first personal for Lola Pendande. All you can ask for when you show up to a game is for it to be dramatic down the stretch. We get a whistle before the inbounds pass again. And it's on Chaz Roberts trying to chase Jewell Spear. That's the 4th team foul. And Miami has used up all their fouls to give this possession.
And so Jewell's now got to be patient. They're trying to be very physical with her, very physical. Roberts bumped her on the inbounds cut. So she may have to be that passer now.
15 to shoot.
I'm posting up. I'm getting to the low block. Scruggs. I'm trying to make sure that I've got Summiel high to go low.
Scruggs over to Harrison. Now 5 to shoot. Kaya Harrison. Can she make another? Nope. And it's a shot clock violation. Demira Hines coming back in with 1:43 to go. She's got 4 fouls. Haley Cavender with 3 fouls for Miami also returns off Katie Meyer's bench.
You've got both Cavenders in the basketball game, and this would scare me. They're going to be able to get away from the basket, maybe get some good looks around the perimeter.
Miami hasn't led since the score was 25-24, early moments of the second half.
Harden guarded by Summiel.
And Harden. Certainly some contact, but no whistle.
And we've had contact on both ends, no call. This is consistent now. Play on.
Timeout Wake Forest. Katie Meyer brings her team in, fuming about the non-call. We'll take the break too. 1:18 to play. Wake. .78 seconds remaining here at the Joel Coliseum. Wake Forest 51, Miami 50. 14 for Summiel. Pendande has 10 in the second half. It's been tight the whole way. Miami's largest lead was 5. That was the score at the end of the first quarter, 9-4. Wake's largest lead was 10 midway through the third. Out of the timeout, Deacons have Harrison, Hines, Summiel, Spear, and Williams.
All right, here we go. What are the matchups? Pendande is going to guard Hines. Remember, Hines was a good person to use as a passer and a facilitator in the offense. She's going to be a high ball screen person right now.
Can't have a moving screen if you're Hines.
That's true. There's your double.
And they head out high. Harrison steps in closer. And missed the shot, and Harden has the rebound.
Very physical inside.
Haley Cavender gives it her sister Hannah. Timeout Miami. Katie Meyer applauds the defense.
That was a good look for Harrison.
But you know what? It was also the look that Miami wanted Wake Forest to take.
No question about it. No question about it. Especially when they had the double team, and they forced it really high. Maybe wanted to get in a little closer, maybe. But I'm not mad at that shot. Wide open, and she's a solid shooter.
All right, Miami, their leading scorer for the season is Haley Cavender. She's got 9 points today and scored double figures 11 of her last 12, not including today. Destiny Harden is the late game veteran that you presumably would go to here.
Yeah, and you've got to look at a way of putting pressure on the perimeter because the Cavenders can score. They can knock down threes. But I think I've got to find a way to front Pendande. You can't go to sleep on her, but they can easily go inside low.
Haley Cavender.
There's your two-man.
Gets a screen from Pendande. Cavender with a left hand. Missed it. Rebound tip controlled by Roberts. Puts it back up and in. Miami by 1 with 31.4 to go. Jasmine Roberts on the offensive rebound gives Miami their first lead since the 8:20 mark of the third.
Nice drive to the side, keep the ball alive. You got to grab it, can't tip it. Goes right in the hands of Roberts. She takes her time, uses a lot of the rim, but gets the basket. And we talked about it a couple of times in this game about the athleticism of the 3-4-5 position for Miami. Great example there by Roberts, able to have the length to go up, get the rebound, and then put it in the basket. Here we go.
Timeout called by Wake Forest. That'll advance the ball. Each team still has timeouts left. Wake with 1, Miami with 2. If Miami's able to get a tie-up, it would be their ball. They've got the arrow. Hurricanes, however, do not have a foul to give. Wake with their upcoming schedule in this league, every game's tough. Trip to Tallahassee's on deck. Next Sunday, the Deacons and Tigers will play here at the Joel. NC State, big one at historic Reynolds right now. Wolfpack leads 7th-ranked Notre Dame, 34-29 at the half. Florida State's all over Duke. By 24, Duke's going to lose for the second time in league play today. All right, Wake down 1. Elise Williams taking it to Haley Cavender. To the elbow for Hines. Here's Spear off the screen. 2 Canes run at her. Spear finds some space. Foul shooting the 3. Pendande called for the personal. And Jewel will get 3 free throws with the Deeks down 1, 18.6 to go.
Well, I like this. You started the ball on the baseline on the side, and there's reverse. Remember we talked about Hines being that pressure release. She was then. She's able to screen, cup up a second screen. That time, Pendande comes up to contest and got there a little late and fouls Jewel Spear. And uncharacteristically, she misses yet another free throws.
87% for the year. She's 0 for 3 today.
I think there's lower leg bend.
That ties the game. 9 points for Spear. She's played 33 minutes coming off the bench for the first time. This one's huge. Wake Forest leads. Timeout Hurricanes as the lead changes for the 9th time today. What a game. Katie Meyer studying the play sheet. Fitzroy Anthony, Shanice Johnson, Josh Peterson, the coaching staff collaborating on the play here with 18 and change left.
She has a lot of options. Take the quick shot, try to crash the glass, you can run something inside. I wouldn't be shocked if you get either Harden and Cavender or Pendande and Cavender in some type of two-player action.
Pendande, 3 field goals and then 6 for 6 from the line. Miami's helped themselves from the line today. The Canes are 15 and 17, 88%. Wake Forest 5 for 10, and Jewel Spear, that's just 3 of those.
Wake Forest has got to pressure the basketball, but you can't go to sleep on the weak side. And very similar to the basket Roberts had a moment ago, that if there is a shot, you've got to crash the glass and do it with 2 hands. Grab the basketball. Here we go.
Haley, Hannah, Destiny, Jazz, and Lola. It's Harden inside. Goes to Summiel. Missed it. Hines has the loose ball. It's a tie-up.
Miami has possession via the arrow with 9.2 left.
It went inside. Hines does a good job. Thought there might have been a foul, Evan.
Katie Myers using her final timeout to diagram something up. It'll be a baseline inbounds.
See if anything happened as Hines was getting the rebound.
Were you saying there was a foul on the rebound action?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Shot?
I'm thinking on the rebound. I think it's a play on. That's a nice post up. I wasn't shot by that. And let's see, Hines, how do you get the basketball? No, that's pretty clean. That's pretty clean. I think that's pretty clean inside tie-up. You got to get your hands in there. She doesn't go over her. Yeah, that's pretty clean. And maybe a quick whistle for a tie-up, to be very honest with you. You want to get technical about it. But nevertheless, Miami's got to get another inbound situation. Remember, they scored a nice little back cut.
Same 5 out there. Quick inbound to Pendande. 8 seconds to go. Into Harden. She dribbled off her foot. Wake ball. Williams fouled with 4.5 left. And now Katie Meyer is out of timeouts. So the Canes are going to have to go the length of the floor. They cannot advance it after the free throws.
Goes inside, there's your screen, post up again. Harden just puts it on the floor. Big foot got it before that, and a nice job of Summiel just kind of walling her off. Make or miss, Wake has to get back on defense and run with their player. Don't reach, run, and keep your hands up. Now you know that Miami's got to look for a 3. Make or miss on this free throw. So you guard the 3 line.
Lachey Dwyer is... Well, if the shot goes in, she'll check in. If not, Miami's going to have to rush up the floor. This to make it a 3-point game. Yes. That'll get Dwyer into the game. Miami needs 3. They do not have a timeout.
And if I'm Wake Forest, I match up and I don't take a timeout to let them set anything up. No pressure on the inbounds pass. That means you can double someone up. Or be in a used dribble situation, which means that you got free safety type.
Roberts to inbound. Gets it to Dwyer. Cross midcourt. She's fouled by Spear. Wake had a foul again. 2.2 seconds left. Inbound just shy of midcourt.
Same thing. Make them inbound this ball going toward the other basket.
Hurricanes need a 3. They're 1 for 10 for 3 today. Wake Forest trying to finish off the upset. Cavender in for Harden. Can she hit another miracle? No! And the magical week for Wake Forest is complete with wins over Louisville in Miami. Deacons 55, Hurricanes 52. Harden got a pretty good look there, Stan, and I have flashbacks to the shot